What's up, BooTube? Amazingly enough, I only have to do one video today! Anyway, that one video is the first episode of the Fear the Walking Dead Season 2! Hey! Season 2! Hey! I know I did not even do any videos for Season 1. Actually, I did do videos for Season 1. I actually did, I believe the season finale of Season 1. I did do at least, like, maybe 2, possibly 3 videos on that. But, I didn't do the other episodes because, I didn't really watch them. Well, I did watch most of them, just I didn't get into recording until pretty much the end of the Fear the Walking Dead. But anyway, this is Fear the Walking Dead, Season 2, Episode 1, titled Monster. I only caught, like, I think maybe half of this episode, mainly because I was not home at the time. And for some oddball reason, most of my, apps, like my AMC app and, like, other apps that I use to, like, watch shows that I miss, for some reason, they're, like, freakishly corrupted for God knows what reason. So, right now, yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to watch the rest of it, but from what I caught, because mainly I only, not really half, I think I watched a little less than that, maybe like a fourth of the show I watched. The rest of it, the other 3/4 I got from other people who watched it. But anyway, this is what I got from the fourth that I watched, and what from other people said, you know, the group evacuates to the ship called Abigail, when apparently the military begins, you know, bombarding bombs all over Los Angeles, mainly in an attempt to contain the undead threat, right? And so the group evacuates to the Abigail, shoot, what's his face? Strand. Strand. I know Strand is the main dude, right? He's on the ship. I forgot the name of the teenager boy again. Hang on. Let me see if I can find his name real effing quick, and I don't think I can. Nick! And I think it's Nick. Yeah, Nick and Strand, they show up on the ship first. From what I heard, they show up on the ship first. Strand stays on the ship, Nick goes back for the others. Also, let's see, from what I remember, out on sea, they come across another boat full of survivors, but both Strand and Travis refuse to stop and pick them up because they think, you know, they might be a threat. And, you know, they're stretched thin with supplies as it is. From what I heard, anyway. And, Strand also tells the group that their next destination is apparently San Diego, which is like, hey, San Diego! I have friends there, by the way. But, Alicia is, sent, I think, by, I want to say her mother, tells Alicia to man the radio. You know, try to get some people, get some help and all that stuff, and she mans the radio only to hear distress calls, and she pretty much strikes up a conversation with another seaborne survivor. Apparently there's another survivor out there on a boat by the name of Jack, and, you know, she strikes up conversations with him. And, Travis, you know, he actually, from what I've seen, like, I caught some of him, like, pretty much eavesdropping a little bit over a conversation between Chris and Daniel about, you know, who begin bonding over their mutual loss. Hang on. Sorry, guys, I got a phone call, and the tagline literally says suspicious. So anyway, Travis notices Chris and Daniel beginning to form a bond over their mutual loss. As you know, one lost a mom, and the other one, you know, lost his wife. So they're all bonding over their mutual loss at the same time they're fishing, which I think is really cute. It's like, aw, that's kind of cute. Because, like, you know, they're fishing. It seems somewhat normal. They're on a ship, they're on a little yacht fishing. That seems somewhat normal if you think about it. But, you know, they're bonding over the fact that they lost loved ones and stuff like that. And I think Travis notices this, and I'm not sure if Travis is getting jealous, but possibly, maybe? I don't know. Or he also feels guilty because he's the one that pretty much shot his son's mother. We all know because the reason why he shot her is because, you know, she got bitten, and she actually asked him to shoot her. So it was like a mercy killing, but of course the son has no idea about that, right? So he feels kind of guilty. But anyway, Madison, she becomes concerned because Strand refuses to sleep. And Daniel tells her how he is very suspicious of Strand's motives, mainly because he pointed out that Strand was so ready to leave his very, very secure house, even before the bombs started falling from the military, right? So they're kind of suspicious about the fact, his house was secure. And the bombs weren't even, there yet, and he was so ready to leave his house, despite the fact that the bombs weren't even not coming down yet, and his house was very secure. He was willing to leave so quickly, and he doesn't sleep. So, I'm not surprised that both Madison and Daniel are suspicious of Strand. I am still suspicious of Strand. He's very sketch, He kind of reminds me of those suave kind of lawyer dudes that you just don't want to trust, you know what I mean? And, anyway, from what I remember and what I heard, once they're far enough out to sea, the group ends up holding a funeral for Lisa and buries her at sea because they're at sea. They have nowhere to bury her, right? I mean, they can't leave her dead body decomposing in the yacht, right? And they're in sea. They can't really bury her in the ground, so they bury her at sea. And unfortunately, however, Chris reacts very violently to the death and the burial, and he violently blames Travis for her death. And Alicia then learns from Jack, the guy on the radio she's been talking to, that his boat is actually sinking. And so she's like, oh my god, we have to save these people. So she requests the group to go save him and the rest of that boat. However, Strand rejects the plan. He's like, no, we're not going to go help this Jack and his sinking boat. And he even, apparently, he threatens to throw anyone overboard. He pretty much threatens anyone who does not obey him, and he threatens you, I'll throw you overboard if you do not obey my plans. We are not saving this Jack guy and this ship, right? Which is another reason to be suspicious of Strand. I mean, I realize you'll never know. We learned from the first 6 seasons, we learned in the 6 seasons of the regular Walking Dead show that it's not just the walkers, even people can be untrustworthy during the apocalypse, Some people go completely bonkers and crazy and turn into monsters. Hence the title of this episode. But, this is seriously in the beginning of the apocalypse for the Fear the Walking Dead. It's literally the beginning. It's pretty much when Rick was still in his coma, right? And so, I'm pretty sure that not everyone is batshit crazy or have turned into monsters right away in the beginning, you know what I mean? And this Jack guy seems somewhat genuine. Although, then again, we don't really see him. He could be totally playing poor Alicia for all we know, but still, I don't think people have gone completely turned into monsters yet in the beginning of this apocalypse. So the fact that Strand rejects helping anybody who's in trouble is kind of suspicious. Along with, leaving his secure house before the bombs even fell. He doesn't sleep. He's highly suspicious. Very suspicious right now. I'm not liking Strand. I really am not. But anyway, as the group, from what I remember, the group's all preparing for dinner, Chris leaps overboard for a swim, and Nick joins him, right? So they're all swimming and all that stuff, only to find that there are walkers floating in the water from apparently a capsized ship that sunk by gunfire. So, I want to say maybe this is possibly the same ship that Jack is on, because remember, Alicia learns that from Jack, that his ship, his boat, is sinking. And then Nick and Chris happen to come across walkers floating in the water from a capsized ship. That could possibly be Jack's boat. You'll never know, because Jack's boat was indeed sinking. Maybe it's the same boat, maybe not, but, yeah. Chris and Nick, they go swimming, find walkers floating in the water, apparently from a capsized ship that sunk, apparently by gunfire. So this particular boat that capsized was most likely attacked by a hostile ship, or somebody hostile, gunfire, and gone. Or it could be maybe the military. The military was all bombing LA to try to contain the undead threat, right? So they were bombing everything. Maybe they even bombed maybe they gunfired this poor little ship that just happened to be nearby. And that's what happened. You never know. Either the military shot down this capsized ship, or a hostile ship did it, right? And so Nick recovers the ship's logs, but Strand warns them that another ship is apparently approaching them and is most likely a hostile ship. So this hostile ship that's coming at them could be the same hostile ship that is responsible for this other ship capsizing. Or maybe not. Maybe they're a whole new set of players. So I'm actually very curious. It's actually doing really well. It's interesting seeing them at sea, you know, and seeing the walkers. It's kind of cool seeing the walkers how they were in the beginning of the other Walking Dead show. You remember in the first episode, like Morgan's wife. Walkers in the beginning of the first season of Walking Dead, the regular Walking Dead, the walkers seem a million times more intelligent. I mean, look at Morgan's wife. She jiggled the doorknob when she approached the house that Morgan, his son, and Rick were hiding in. Remember that? She literally jiggled the doorknob. And she actually looked inside the peephole, too. She, like, direct contacted the peephole. So, it's kind of cool seeing that the intelligent walkers are back with a vengeance. But anyway, that is my reaction to Monster. I'm sorry I don't have much information. Considering I only watched like a fourth of the episode, I still haven't gotten the chance to watch the rest of the 3/4 that I missed. And this is literally just my knowledge from the 1/4 that I watched and from other people like my Walking Dead family. So that's my reaction from that small information I got from Season 2, Episode 1 of Fear the Walking Dead, titled Monster. And the next 2 episodes are We All Fall Down and Ouroboros. I can't even pronounce that. It's a Ouroboros, I think. I can't even pronounce that, but those 2, episodes 2 and 3, are gonna premiere April 17th and April 24th, respectively. So I can't wait to, you know, get more into that. The first season of Fear the Walking Dead only had 6 episodes, so I don't know if they're gonna do it again. If they're gonna go again with the short season of 6 episodes again, because remember the first season was literally just 6 episodes, and right now we just watched the first one and we already know the titles of episodes 2 and 3. So if they're going for the 6 episode season, we already know like 3 titles of the episodes and we just watched 1. It's kind of short. Not gonna lie to you, it's gonna be a very short Fear the Walking Dead list for me right now. But anyway, that is my reaction to that, and I hope you enjoyed it despite the lack of information. And tell me if you guys think Strand is sketch. I think Strand is total sketch. I don't really trust him yet. He's totally sketchy to me, especially the fact that we first see him, he's wearing a freaking suit, guys. I don't trust this guy. I really don't. So put in the comment section what you think. What Strand is all about. Do you trust him? Do you think he's sketched like I do? And what do you think he did before this whole apocalypse happened? And what's going on in that little brain of his? Anyway, see you guys in the next episode. Bye.